You know what's funny? We're all completely digital now, but there's still a lot of analog stuff from our past. I'm old enough to have actually taken thousands of photographs the old-fashioned way with film cameras, and this is just one of my boxes of photos. I think there's like about 2,000 photos in this box alone. I think I have another 2 box fulls like this. And so, you know, I've been thinking, how do I get those all digitized for the right price? Well, I went through a few different ways just to see what was the most cost-effective, and I just wanted to share that today. One of the ways is to do bulk scanning. There's a number of services that you can use online. A lot of the local photomats as well, they've got bulk scanning services where you basically take your box of photos to them, dump it on their desk, and they will scan all of them over, I guess, a period of a few days. But that gets expensive. Depending where you go, if you do an online service, you got to throw all your photos in a box and send it over. Depending on how many photos, it can be literally a few $100s to up to $1,000. And it also depends on how organized your photos are when you send it over to them. Another way is to scan them. You know, you might have one of those printers, those all-in-one scanner printers. Cool, but that is going to take you for freaking ever. I'm just looking at this one box alone, and I do have an all-in-one printer that has the scanner on top. I estimated it would take me about a year to scan them all individually. So another way is to get the high-speed scanners, and we're going to have a look at that today. And a number of manufacturers make them. The 2 big ones I think would be like Fujitsu and Epson. So the one I chose was the Epson one. And the reason behind that is I've always known them for their expertise in color, whether they have the printers or the scanners, and this is a dedicated photo scanner. I guess that's why they call it the Epson FastFoto. So this one's around 679 bucks Canadian, obviously a little cheaper in the US. But when I did the math and included the dollar amount and the time spent doing this, it didn't compare to everything else. If I had to again scan everything individually on one of these flatbed scanners or the all-in-one printer scanners, it would have taken me forever. So I had a bunch of photos, and you can actually set the different settings in the software on what quality that you want as well. So if you just want regular quality that, you get a digitized copy if you wanted to make a reprint, that takes a second to scan that quality in. I think that's around 300 DPI or dots per inch. I went with 600, so I think it takes about 2 seconds, which is still lightning fast. But the great thing is that I get to organize the photos the way that I want to. And I can do it by, year, date. I can name it any type of category that I want, like a birthday or a holiday that I want on. And so it just makes it easier when I've scanned these thousands of photos. So you basically just kind of put it in here, and in the software, I'm just going to go to start scanning. And then it's going to ask me what year. These kind of take up a multiple of years, so I'm just going to go to the 2000s. And I've already got a category going, family. And then I just hit start, and this thing starts working its magic here. I'm going to just take this out a little further. And so the cool thing too is that I don't have to worry about all the different sizes. So if I've got like some small little photos, some 4x6s, 5x7s as well, I can just kind of all stick them in here, and it just automatically just scans them and straightens them all out as it's doing the scanning. Another feature I like is that, I don't think I have on these photos here, but you know how a lot of people used to write notes on the back of photos back in the old days? If you've got a bunch of those, you can actually have a setting on the software that scans the backside if it detects any writing. So you'll have a copy of that, which is kind of a cool thing because you want some of those old notes. So you can see right now, it is super fast. And it's going through all of these. It's putting it right in a folder on my picture folder area here. And again, I can have whatever folders that I want. So one thing I realized when I was doing this, and I'm guilty of it again, you'll probably want to put them all the right way, like the side that you want up. I was a little lazy, so I've just kind of got them all over the place. In your file folder as it's scanning in there, you're going to have to go in and change the orientation afterwards, but it wasn't a big deal. So, literally, I had 2,000 photos in this crazy box here. And within the span of a day, and that was just between me doing other stuff around the home, I was able to scan that entire box in, which is a godsend. And it's kind of cool because, you know, I've given these digital photo frames to a lot of our family, like my mom and my parents' mom and dad. Now I can basically, because they're like cloud digital photo frames, I can just point them to my Google Photos and they'll be able to see all these old memories. It's just priceless. It really is amazing. So again, do the math. Money and time. If you've got plenty of time, you can use your all-in-one scanner, but it's going to take you forever. If you want to get it done fast, you know, definitely have a look at some of these types of FastFoto scanners. The nice thing about this is that I think what you're going to find, once you do yours, you're going to find other family members are going to get a lot of use out of it as well. Like my brother wants to come over now and actually scan all his photos too. But once that's all done, it's actually a high-speed document scanner as well. And it comes with software, so you could actually scan in bills and receipts, all that kind of stuff, and get digital copies. And with receipts, it even will put it into an expense form for you as well. So it's like the gift that keeps on giving. So again, this is the Epson FastFoto. It's probably one of the best models that I've come across for bulk scanning photos, and it's well worth the price.